You thought that this person was your soulmate because of how much they gave to you. You felt like you never came across anybody who gave this much to you, anybody who took care of you like they did, somebody who gave you money like they did, somebody who cooked for you, picked up after you, provided for you, all of these things like nobody in your past ever did. They protected you like nobody ever did, right? But then little by little, you still felt like something wasn't right. You was like, they give good gifts. They giving me all of this stuff. They giving me all of this love and affection. Like you didn't feel like anything was lacking. But you also felt like something wasn't right. So time goes on, week after week, day by day. And you start seeing little bits and pieces of evidence that's adding up to the great resolution. You're finding out stuff that ends up concluding that this person is not for you, because while they give good gifts, and I want y'all to remember that even in God's word, it talks about how wicked people give good gifts. Imagine that. Wicked people can still give good gifts, right? So they were giving to you, making sure you ate all the time, giving you money for food or cooking it for you. And they were doing all of these things for you, like they were going above and beyond, and you like, oh my God. And you find out that they were doing all of that because it was almost like a cover-up. They were over exceeding in one area so that you didn't find out what they were actually hiding behind the scenes. They were hiding something behind the scenes. They were hiding an ex behind the scenes. You found out different ways of how they were actually making their money. You even found out that you were not the only one that they were giving to. You're not the only one that they were giving money to. You're not the only one that they were giving other things to. They didn't want you to know that they were protecting and providing for other individuals as well. People that they couldn't leave behind, a certain lifestyle they couldn't leave behind in order to just be with you and only you. They didn't want you to find that out, but you did. Because God don't play. When one person is being kind and genuine, and then you got another person that's a snake, all of their darkness will come to the light. And it sure did. And I'm glad that you was able to see what was really going on behind the scenes. You see, they kept giving and giving and giving all they had so that you wouldn't pick up on what they were hiding behind the scenes. But God is so good that He started putting some stuff in your spirit for you to look around a little bit, for you to start investigating, for you to start looking up stuff. Okay? They had everything that you needed to see in plain sight. They thought you was a fool. They thought you couldn't see past the money. Because you're not like that. You appreciate gifts. You are so appreciative. And you're so kind and you're so gentle. But money is not your ruler. You serve God. You don't serve money and God. You serve God. While God allows us to have money and allows us to have good things, you don't serve it. So while this person was giving you all of these good things and giving you money and giving you all of this, you was very appreciative, but you still was like, something ain't right. Like, something ain't right. And you started finding out bits and pieces of information. Whether they was cheating, they were over exceeding themselves so that you wouldn't find out that they was cheating. They were overextending themselves in the area of giving so that you wouldn't find out that they were still dealing with their ex. It was a cover-up almost. You know, like those movies we see, the CIA movies, you know what I'm saying? The secret agent movies, when they seem so quote-unquote perfect in one area, but they're really living a double life. They didn't want you to pick up on the radar that they were living a double life. But God was too good to you to allow you to continue looking around like a fool. This person thought you was slow. They took your kindness for weakness. They took your gentle spirit for weakness. You started to be more quick to listen and slow to speak. So they thought that you didn't pick up on anything because you wasn't talking that much at a certain time. You started slowing up on what you had to say because you wanted to pay more attention to what was going on around you. You wanted to pay more attention to detail, to what was coming out of their mouth, to what was going on around you in your surroundings, to what was going on in their phone, on their laptop. But now it's all said and done. Everything is over. You found out everything you needed to find out. God gave you a way out, and you said you would never look back, and you need to stand on that. And they sit around looking crazy because they thought their money was going to buy you. You can't be bought. You were literally just looking for somebody who is honest, loyal, has true integrity, which means not just doing stuff right in your face, but behind your back when you're not watching, when you're not around. They have integrity. But this person did not have integrity behind the scenes. They were sneaky. They were mischievous. They were deceitful. They were working for the devil behind the scenes. They were very controlling in certain ways, and they tried to cover it up as them being your protector and them loving you so much. They got to know where you're at all times, and they're so protective over you, and they used protection as a controlling mechanism. One of them, right? Because there are so many different ways that they try to control different things, different aspects, right? People who don't really have that type of power for real within, they have to control everything around them because they feel like if they can't control everything, then stuff is going to crash and burn. They wanted the place of God. They acted like they was the Alpha and the Omega themselves, but they not even close. You'll never be God. You can never take God's place. They wanted to be a God in your life. They could have even been jealous of you and your relationship with God. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I could make a part 2 to this because this topic, something like this, could get really deep. But you know what's up. You found out what you needed to find out behind the scenes, and you left that situation, and I'm proud of you. You can't be bought with money and good gifts. You're looking for stuff that money cannot buy. True integrity, true loyalty, real love. Love where they don't have to lie to keep you. Anybody who has to keep up with a bunch of lies and live a double life, they don't got it like that. They don't got it like that. Even wicked people can give good gifts.